welcome back to Tomi's World. So today we're going to be talking about how expensive it is to live in Japan, and I'm going to be giving you guys all the deets, how much we make, how much I spend, everything. So if you're interested in moving to Japan, or you just want to know how expensive it is to live in Japan, then stay tuned because I got all of that for you. Whoa, that look much cooler in my head. Whatever. See you on the flip side. Mwah. Okay, guys. So let's get into this. My initial thought was to use the chalkboard or the whiteboard, but neither of them are showing properly on the screen. So I think what I will do is just do a split screen with the app that I use to make my general budgets, which is Fudget. And this is obviously not a sponsored video. So if you see me looking down, it's because I already have an outline. Yes, this is all my expenses of the money that I spend and how I spend it. So I just want to be sure that I'm giving you guys the most accurate information out there. So that's why I have this in front of me. So first things first, I'll talk about how much money we actually make on the JET program. And this is not any secret information. It's actually out there. You can search it anywhere, but your girl's gonna tell you all the deets, right? So generally for the month, we make about 280,000 yen, which is this money right here. However, we do pay a lot of taxes from our paycheck, such as income tax, and we also pay a social premium. And then there's this other thing, and we pay an employment premium, which is just $840, so that's fine. And then after taxes, we end up getting about 230,000 yen. And the money that you see at the bottom, the one that says traveling expenses, I get reimbursed for travel because I travel to 3 different schools. My base school, which is the one I'm at right now, does not reimburse me for travel. I guess, they don't pay me to come to my job. And this is the story of my life, and I don't know why this is so difficult. But I do get reimbursed to travel to my 2 other schools because they are literally behind Jesus' backside, and if God no fought, them no get breeze. Yes, they are all the way in the country, guys, so I had to get reimbursed for those because it cost me a lot of money. We'll get into that when I get into the budget. So first things first that I will talk about is my rent, and generally for my rent I pay 45,000 for the month, and that is yen, 45,000 yen for the month. And I honestly don't believe that I should be paying this money for my rent because my apartment is not bougie at all. I don't believe that it is worth this money, but it's what they told me to pay, and I literally have to pay it. So I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna pay it because I need some money to live in Japan. You understand what I'm saying? That was a lot to unload. If you guys want an apartment tour to see why I think I should not be paying 45,000 yen a month, then just comment that on the video. Yeah, just comment below and I will do that apartment tour for y'all, okay? Your girl's got you. Next, I have to pay for light, which is 5,000 yen for the month. Generally that's what it costs. I mean, my light bill does fluctuate, so sometimes, for example, in the winter my light bill is a bit more expensive than in the summertime, and I will just show you what my light bill generally looks like. My light bill generally looks like this. It comes, it's just paper, and this light bill, the amount for this light bill was 4,000 right here, $4,226, which is basically what I pay for light, so that's fine. Sometimes in summertime it will go up to about 7,000 just because
I use a lot of air conditioner because I don't like being hot, I don't like sweating, I don't like feeling sticky. It's not the way I want to live.
Okay, next bill that we're gonna talk about is my water bill, and my water bill is generally not that expensive because I don't like to bathe. No, I'm joking. Oh my god. My water bill is just generally not that expensive. I'm guessing water is just not that expensive in Japan because generally I pay something like 12. Why isn't this focusing? I pay something like 1,220 yen for my water bill, and sometimes it's even much less than that. So I don't know why, but that's what it is. Next, we're gonna be talking about gas. And my gas bill is one of those bills that really fluctuates. Like, I don't know what happens to make my gas bill fluctuate like this, but it does. So these are both gas bills, and they're saying this one is 4,970 yen, and these are also gas bills. And the other gas bill would probably be for like 3,300 and something. So as you can see, the bills fluctuate, but they basically stay in one general area. And I work very hard for this because in winter I got a gas bill for 7,500 and something, and listen, I was not having it, so I made sure to not let that ever happen again. The next thing we're gonna talk about is sewage, and my sewage bill generally comes up to about 316 yen, and this is what it comes up to all the time. My sewage bill stays the same all the time, so I never have to worry about that. So that is great. And those are the bills that I generally get. I don't normally get any other bills, but I do pay for phone and internet here in Japan because a little bit before I came to Japan, I did get robbed in America. So I didn't have a phone before I came over here, so I had to buy a phone here. Listen, that's a story for another time. If you want to hear that story, just tell me in the comments below as usual. So for phone and internet, I generally pay about 16,000 yen because I'm paying for my phone, I'm paying for the service, and I'm paying for home internet Wi-Fi. So it's pretty expensive. Generally comes up to about 16,000, and if I use more megabytes, I think I get like 5 megabytes for the month, and if I use like 6 or 7 or something like that, for every megabyte over 5 I have to pay an extra 1,000 yen or extra $10. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, but I'm laughing because I'm depressed. Okay, the next thing that I pay for is grocery, and my grocery bill generally comes up to about 20,000 yen per month, and I think that's pretty fair because I don't eat out a lot. I cook most of my meals. I meal prep for the entire week. If you follow me on Instagram, then you would see that. So I eat the same thing basically every day of the week. I'm not really good at meal prepping because I'm lazy. Yeah. Alright, and next we're gonna talk about transportation. As I said, I don't get compensated for traveling to my base school. However, to travel to my base school, I do have to pay 6,000 yen for the month, and that's pretty cheap because I buy a train ticket. If I was to pay every day, I would pay $90 one way. Let me take up this calculator. I feel this calculator kicking in. So normally I would pay 190 yen one way, and that's for the day. I would have to do that 2 times, so that's 380 times 5 for the week, 1,900, and then times 4 for the month, that would be 7,600. So I save basically 1,600 by getting my train card. Next, I pay to go to my visit schools, which generally costs me about 8,000 yen, and this is because I have 2 different visit schools, as I said, so I do them alternatingly. Yeah. I do them alternatingly, so it's one every week. Yeah, one every week. Every Friday I go to a different visit school, and it's generally 1,000 yen one way, so that's 2,000 yen two way. and that's 4 times for the month. 2, 2, 4, 6, 8. So that's 8,000 yen. I put down 6,000 yen a month that I refer to as lunch money, and that's just for any time I want to eat out. I don't feel like cooking on the weekend, or if I don't end up meal prepping on Sunday and then I have to do it Monday night and I need to buy lunch on a Monday, stuff like that. Just general, you just have to have food backup money. Listen, you have to have backup money for your food. It just has to happen that way. How can you just have one money for your food? That don't make sense. Okay, next, I pay student loans every month, and I'm trying to pay my student loans back aggressively so I can get them out of the way, which I did, by the way. I'm done paying my student loans. Yes, at the time when I'm filming this video, I am finished paying my student loans. So cheers to you, girl. About to turn up for my 22nd birthday because we ain't got no loans. If you think I should do a video about how I am 21 and loan free, let me know, okay? Anyway, I generally pay 100,000 yen a month for my student loans just because, as I said, I'm paying it back aggressively, and I wanted to get it out of the way before 2019 was over. That was my goal. So that's why I pay that much, and that takes up a big chunk of my paycheck, which is awful because sometimes I have to miss out on really fun events with my friends, but it's a sacrifice that you have to make when you are an old person. No, I mean when you're a grown-up. Okay, so other things that I generally put money towards that you guys probably won't need to would be things like shopping, which I will generally blow the rest of my paycheck on any amount of money that is left. It's a real addiction and I honestly need help. Yes.
My name is Tomi and I am addicted to shopping.
Okay, and also Enkais. Enkais are like drinking party with their teachers. These parties are amazing. Enkais are normally really good. However, Enkais are unfortunately really expensive because they normally make like this meal plan for you and then they give you some little food over. It's about 5 different plates of food, but just like 2 pieces of fried chicken, some little chicken, so whatever. But the party itself is nice and it's all you can drink generally, and these normally cost anywhere between 5,000 yen to, I think the most expensive Enkai I've ever been to, I think the most expensive Enkai that I've ever heard of, because I didn't go, your girl had no money and I wasn't trying to pay this amount to go to Enkai. That was 9,000 yen. And then we have to pay taxes also, which is crazy. So on my paycheck, you saw this thing for residence tax, which you saw 0, and that's because we don't pay residence tax monthly, which is crazy. So you just get the bill all at once. For this year, I got my bill and it was, oh, my name is all over this thing, but is my address over this thing? Okay, so my residence tax was 27,800, and that is just because I was only in Japan between August to December, so I didn't have to pay that much. But I heard that for like, now that I'm a second year jet, at the end of this year when I'm paying my residence tax next year, since I would have been here from January to December, it's going to be over $100,000. So that gets pretty crazy pretty quickly, okay? But you have to pay it. So finally, the other thing that I generally spend money on that you guys probably won't is the gym. I know you're like, how do you go to the gym and you look this fat? Listen, this dress puts on a lot of weight. You know what? I'm not fat. I'm thick and cute as hell, honey. Anyway, generally for the gym, I will pay like 3,630 or 3,700 if I can afford it that month, or if I feel like I want to go that month. Because sometimes, you know, you just want to pay for the gym, drop your body off, and pick it up and have it having a six-pack and stuff, but that's not how it works. Yeah, so those are basically all my expenses here in Japan. So you know how much I make, how much I spend. It seems a little bit over budget, but don't worry, it's fine. So yeah, that is all for today's video. Thank you guys so much for your continued support of my channel. If you are over here and you reach this far and you haven't subscribed as yet, please go ahead and click that subscribe button. Your girl could really use the help on our way to 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, and also click that notification bell. Why am I pointing up? I don't know. Click that notification bell. Click like, comment, subscribe. Just do everything, and I will see you guys in the next upload. Mwah. Bye.